Hi everyone, it's Sabrina Woodworth with Work Lessons 101. And today's question, how do I get out of my comfort zone? So we're always told throughout our entire careers that we have to move out of our comfort zone so we can have increased learning to reach our ultimate career goals. But very few people actually give instructions on how to get yourself out of your comfort zone and how to become comfortable in being uncomfortable. So I kind of have a three-step process that I do that helps me embrace leaving my comfort zone. So, step one in leaving your comfort zone is awareness. Do you actually need and want to leave your comfort zone? There are people who love the job and position they're in and don't want to leave it and want to have a comfortable life in the sense where they know what they can somewhat predict. So you don't have huge ambitious goals. That's, I think, the first thing you need to ask yourself. How ambitious are you? What do you actually want out of your career? And does it require you to truly push boundaries? If you have high ambitions, in your career, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to run your own business, you want to be a CEO or a top executive in a large corporation, this will require you to leave your comfort zone at some point or another. So that is step one. So step two, you now know that you need to move out of your comfort zone to reach your career ambitions. You need to embrace the feelings that you get when you're starting to push your boundaries. Generally, this for most people is nervousness. You feel that tight, you're unsure of yourself, you might lack confidence. This is what you need to embrace. These are great feelings to let yourself know that you actually are leaving your comfort zone and you're starting to push your own boundaries. I use these as kind of like first warnings, to better prepare myself for the unexpected. You can actually train your brain and train your body to expect things and unpredictable things, kind of embrace the change. So that's step two, is learn the feelings that you're going to have when you're starting to branch out of your comfort zone. And step three is take a step. These can be baby steps. Many times, little steps, baby steps can add up to one giant leap. So don't always think that leaving your boundaries, leaving your comfort zone requires you to take these huge leaps each and every time. It doesn't. Sometimes it's just small things. It's again, it goes back to step one in being aware. If you know you have some ambitious goals, you're going to have to collect skills, develop skills along the way. So say, for example, public speaking is a weakness of yours and you get nervous speaking in public. Practice little things. When you go to a networking event or a company function, prepare a question in advance. And, when there's a question period, raise your hand, ask that question in front of everyone. It's just a sentence or two. It's a start. Eventually work your way up into developing, 5-minute presentations and then maybe into an hour presentation. Join Toastmasters and other groups that can help you speak or become better public speaker. That's just one example. Again, small steps can add to a giant leap in your career. So to recap, there's three steps in, I think, moving out of your comfort zone. First is awareness, of being aware that you do indeed need to move out of your comfort zone. Step two is embracing the feelings as when you are starting to move outside of your comfort zone and embrace that uneasiness. And the third one is to take the actual step and to do what you fear doing. This will help you gain confidence along the way. And I just wanted to end this question period with a kind of a personal story from my own life. So 12 years ago, I decided to face my fear of being underwater. So this is a fear I had through a good chunk of my childhood and my young adult life. So I decided to learn scuba diving to get over the fear of being underwater. And a colleague of mine was a dive master, and he said, "You know what? I'm going to be your dive master through your entire open water course, so you have a familiar person there that you can trust. But you need to go to my best friend, Mike, who's the best scuba diving instructor that I know." So the reason why I encourage people to always leave their comfort zone, to face their fears, not only do you become the best version of yourself, you sometimes get rewarded for doing so. Many times you get rewarded. That dive instructor ended up being my husband, and we've been together for over 12 years. We just have our first little boy 6 months ago, and I couldn't be happier with life right now. So again, embrace challenges, move out of that comfort zone, and take life by the horns.